Welcome back, everybody, to a very special episode today of B is for Bad movie reviews.
Bad reviews. I'm going to say every other word or something.
Yeah, the way you said that was very bad reviews, so I guess we're not very good. People are going to be like, oh, shit, the host doesn't even think it's good. This is bad.
I mean, you try to end our episodes in 10 seconds sometimes, so it's not too far extreme.
So here we are with a very interesting episode.
Yes.
We are doing a porno.
I mean, there's a decent amount of porn in it.
Yes, there's some weird sex scenes in this movie that make me uncomfortable, but here we are doing it. They do make you uncomfortable.
They do.
The movie this week, if you watched last week's episode, you know it is The Room.
The Room.
Early 2000s, what, 2001, 2?
Max? 2003.
Okay, so 3 Max, yeah. So 2003 movie, self-produced, self-published, self-written by one man who is, God, what is his name?
Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau. He did it, and he wrote the music too, which is really fucking weird.
He did a lot of it.
Yeah,
you know, this is a big first-time Hollywood movie. You got to make it big.
If you guys have watched B movies your entire life, you know about this movie 100%. It's one of the most famous B movies out there.
Yes.
It's talked about by a lot of people, was forgotten for a long time, came back at a resurgence. The internet went crazy over it because it's fucking funny.
I've heard some people say it's the Citizen Kane of B movies.
I would agree, actually. You know what's weird is, like, the more you watch this, the better it gets.
Yes.
I feel like normally it's the opposite. The more you watch it, the worse it gets. But the more you watch it, honestly, the more fun you have with this movie.
Dude, there's some movies, and this is one of those ones where this is literally some of the best, so bad it's good.
Yeah.
Like, if you've ever wondered what that is, this is the dictionary definition of so bad it's good movie.
Yes. Oh my God. It's amazing, actually. Like, okay, why don't we just jump right into it? Never mind the pleasantries. I'm Scott. He's Steven. You guys know. Let's jump into the This is a big one. We love to talk about this. So firstly, we got to watch this movie with Greg Sestero. We got to meet him. He's the co-star. He plays Mark in the film. He was here within a grasp for both of us to come down and watch him. And it was cool. He was such a cool guy, firstly. Just so you guys know, he is a very cool dude.
He is very cool.
He's a lot taller than I thought he was.
He's still a decent looking guy too, like pretty handsome. He was so much more down to earth than I was expecting.
Yeah,
and he was really like comical. Like one of the funniest things about it, and the things that I loved, is how much he was just like. My favorite thing growing up in movies was that like cringe-worthy movies, those like movies that you're just like, oh, why? What the fuck is even happening? And he's like, so when Tommy came up to me with this idea, I was like, yeah, let's go. And I was like, that's the coolest thing ever, dude. Like, honestly, like if you have a friend who's just like so passionate about making movies and you love shitty movies and you're like, oh, this is gonna be the worst one ever, I would do it.
he told like a little story on stage to us about how he met Tommy Wiseau, and I think this is in his book as well. The Disaster Artist.
The Disaster Artist, yeah.
Yeah, he was in an acting class, and him and Tommy were both in there. And he goes up there, and he does an okay job, I think, if I remember right. And Tommy goes up there and just bombs. Yeah. And he tells Tommy, like, I am serious, or he tells Greg, I am serious actor. Just like in that crazy voice he has, which I thought was hilarious.
Yes, this European kind of accent that he has that no one fully knew exactly where he was from.
And he kept telling people he was from New Orleans.
Yeah.
He's from Poland, though. We found out. People did a genealogy online, discovered he's from Poland.
Well, there we go then.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, he's like rich out of nowhere because like he spent, I think, $5 million to make this movie.
Yeah, it's insane because like that's not chump change, man. That is a lot of money. Even if you're worth $10 million, that is half of all your money right there.
And like the craziest things about it is like because he filmed this. And if you've ever watched The Disaster Artist, if you don't know this movie and you kind of want a glimpse into this movie but not actually watch it because
if you don't want to
like
watch
B
the
movies,
bad version of it, you can go into
watch The Disaster Artist.
Yeah.
I know it's got James Franco in. Some people don't like him because of the things he's done or allegedly done, but like The Disaster Artist is a fantastic movie. He does it play it brilliantly. Like they do the
Dave
story
Franco,
perfectly.
who's awesome. It's got Alison Brie, who's awesome. Like there are some good people in that movie as well. We can't judge the movie plainly on the only bad person in there.
But seriously though, he shot this both in 35mm film and in high definition video on 2 separate camera systems, and at the same time that he just outright bought instead of renting, like a lot of studios do.
Yep.
It was
such an amazing experience meeting Greg, that's for sure.
Yeah,
all right, so let's talk about the actual movie. This movie is bad.
It's so bad. It's
the
so
writing
bad.
is trash. You know what's interesting is his concept for this movie was he wanted to explain all that could happen in a single room, and I think the concept, the idea of that sounds really cool because a lot can happen in a single room.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and it makes sense. But then none of this movie is in a single room.
I was just say a lot of it's in the living room, but
a lot of it. But there's parts where they're like outdoors. There's parts where they're on the roof. There's parts where they're in a coffee shop. There's parts when he's in a flower shop. In the park. Clearly, it's not all happening in a single room. It would make more sense if it was.
I mean, the craziest drama that happens in the room is just the multiple people having sex, the getting told that the mom has cancer, and
I have cancer.
Oh, and a couple of fights.
Yeah.
I have cancer. We're never going to bring this up ever again once more in this movie.
Me apart, Lisa. So this movie is about a guy who is a banker who has a fiance who is not in love with him anymore, out of like nowhere too, which is funny. Not in love with him, and she wants to fuck his best friend. And she starts doing that, and at the end of the movie, it comes to a head. That's essentially the entire movie in like a very quick little summary.
You're not wrong.
What's weird is a lot of the actors in here, like you notice too, like a lot of the actors don't seem like real actors. So there's one point where he's at a flower shop picking up flowers for Lisa, who is his fiance.
Yes.
And he grabs the flowers. He's like, "Oh, the usual. Here you go. Okay, thank you. Here's money."
Hi, doggy.
Yeah,
and
hi,
he pets the
doggy.
dog. Yeah, you gotta remember that he pets the dog.
Yeah, but like that whole scene is so weird because it's so quick. It's like they said you have 3 minutes in this flower shop to shoot whatever the fuck you want. And then you have to get out.
I'd give you $10,000 if I could come in here and say, "Oh, hi, doggy." You got some flowers.
That's what it's. That's honestly what it seemed like. It's such a weird scene in this movie when he's in the flower shop. Like at one point he's in they go to get coffee, him and Mark's his best friend.
Oh god, this is the worst sound design ever.
Yes, it's the worst sound design, but also they sit down to drink the coffee. Neither of them take a sip, and then they say, "Oh, I gotta go, big business meeting." And you're like, "What? What are you talking
this
about?"
is so bad though, because they're showing the counter of this coffee shop and they're showing people ordering, but the cameraman and the boom mic person is literally by the fucking cameraman, and he's by the cashier, the cash register, and so you're hearing the orders more than you are hearing anything in the background, and our main characters are in the background at some parts of this, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? Why am I what is going on with the sound design?
Why are we competing with the guy who's ordering a small chai latte?
Plus, this has some of the most random B-roll placed into a movie I have ever seen, especially of like the Golden Gate Bridge or whatever that was.
Yeah. Just he's got some random, like, when you say B-roll, are you referring to the amount of times it just shades away into nothing and stays there?
Yeah,
for 20
like
minutes?
the B-roll, like where he he literally goes from one side of the bridge and then arcs over until he gets to the other side of the bridge. There's times where he's just showing like shots of the city. There's times where he's showing shots of the ocean.
Nightlife, and like, and it's different cities every time too, which is even funnier because it's definitely not San Fran. You're just like, what city is that? They're in San Francisco, we were pretty sure. We're not, well, I mean, the Golden Gate's there. So yeah, 100%, right?
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean,
they've got these,
because I mean, even Riff Tracks makes fun of the Full House theme song and stuff.
Yeah,
like that
because it does seem like Full House, doesn't it? Even that.
Oh yeah, especially when he's showing like the apartment buildings, like doing the B-roll of the apartment buildings and stuff like that. You're just like, this just literally just looks like the scene straight from the theme song from Full House.
Yeah, there's some great like one-liners in here. We already talked about "Oh Hi Doggy." He's got this part where Lisa and him are like drunk and talking, and then he just like randomly goes, "You're tearing this apart, Lisa."
Oh, the whole dramatics with the arms and everything too. It's just You know that scene. You've seen pictures of it. I'm sure you've seen memes of it. Yes. The most memed about scene ever that everyone knows, even if you've never heard of this movie, is no, I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
He says it like 4 times though. He's like, I did not hit her. I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And he just says that going up to the roof. He had no idea that Mark was up there. No clue. They're going up to the roof of his apartment building. And he just goes up there because he wants a vent, it seems like. And then Mark, who doesn't even, I don't think he lives in the building. It's really unclear where he lives.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he does. Yeah.
But then, like, it's alluded to that he might live in the apartment upstairs, which is strange. It gets really strange.
That's true.
Yes, it gets
I
weird.
think everyone does live in that place, basically. It makes it almost seem like...
But also the roof of the building is like, it makes no sense to the size of the building itself. It's probably, what, like, less than 50 square feet somehow.
I mean, that's true.
It's like the roof. It's like the most singular building. It's so skinny, but when they get inside, it's bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside.
I mean, you got a very valid point. I didn't ever think about that. It was
so weird because and then in some scenes the roof is bigger when they need more people up there, so they do a different roof, I think.
I think so. Well, and like, God, there's just so many like random scenes. Like talking about the scenes in the roof. Like, there's all of a sudden like Tommy Wiseau or Johnny, his character in the movie. He's got this like little 15-year-old kid. Or
no. Oh
no, he's like 18, isn't he?
No,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he acts like he's 10, but he's apparently 18. Like this fucking guy. Okay,
he's
before
going
you
to
go
college.
there,
that's right.
Can we please just talk about this part in the movie before you go there?
Okay, let's go.
Oh my God. So they go upstairs. Johnny and Lisa, they are going to have sex. They are going to have, it is so clear that they are just going to go up there and fuck. And this kid who is, we call him a kid, but he is either between 18 and 20. And in real life, he's probably like 25. But he's between 18 and 20 in the movie, and he's going to college. He's like, I'll be a little mischievous guy and go up there and follow him and jump in the bed when they're about to fuck.
And then I'll start having a pillow fight with him because I'm in love with his girlfriend.
I think at that point, Johnny is shirtless. Yeah, because he does admit, like, I have feelings for Lisa, but as a friend. And you're like, why would you say that?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
That's a weird thing ever. Like, I couldn't imagine someone that I'm paying for their apartment. I'm paying for their college.
Yep.
And they come up to me and be like, you know, your wife is like super pretty and like I have a crush on her, but like as a friend, but I want to fuck you both.
Is that cool?
Can I just sneak up into the bedroom with you guys behind you and try to enter this pillow fight and fuck you guys? That's cool, right? Yeah.
That's so weird. So my theory on this is he needed like an actual like kid. But then it would get weird because then the kid would be living in an apartment by himself, which would make no sense. And then he decided to up it to make it a little bit better.
Or someone in the crew was like, all right, no, we're not doing pedophile shit. We're not doing pedophile shit. No, we get this kid above 18.
Like, yes. But it gets weird at that point because now it doesn't match what he's trying to do in the story.
What? Okay, so I got to also bring up this other thing because there's a couple of different characters. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. What was his name?
Denny.
Yes, Denny. Yep. Where's Denny?
So I got to bring this up because Denny's not the only one who acts like a child in this, because there's also there's another couple, Lisa's sister and her boyfriend come over to the house at one point just to fuck in their living room. They come over. Yep. Who goes over to their sister's house to fuck in the living room?
So they go over. Johnny and Lisa are not home.
Yes.
They are not home. They're out with Lisa's mom, Claudette, who is also her sister's mom. Wait, what's her sister's name? Kelly?
Michelle.
Not Kelly.
Michelle.
I knew it was like a basic bitch name. I just couldn't remember which one it was.
Sorry to all the Michelles out there for being a basic bitch.
Yes. Yeah, Michelle and her boyfriend guy, he's not that important in the movie. There's a weird part with him later that we'll talk about that I got.
Well, I was going to get to one of the parts with him because it's very childish. So they're about to have sex and she goes up to her boyfriend and she's like, arms up. And then he raises up his arms and she takes off his shirt for him. So and it's the most childlike thing.
I just want you to know he's saying that as if like that's the action they did, but she actually said arms up.
No, yeah, she literally was like, arms
so
up,
you guys know.
and then he literally was just like, okay, here you go.
You're gonna take off my shirt, and it's like, no, I'm gonna fucking give you a what is it when you like purple nurple or something? I don't know.
Well, the funny thing about that is because like they start having sex, but then Lisa and her mom get home to her house, and then they run out of the house all quickly, like, oh, we weren't doing anything, and then he runs back into the house a couple minutes later. Is like, I forgot my
never locked
book
too, ever,
and it's always left open.
Yeah, it's always left open. So, and I don't think they were that naked, were they?
He had a shirt off. He had a shirt off. That's it, I think. Or she had hers unbuttoned, maybe.
But then they left their underwear there.
Yeah, he left his boxers there somehow. I don't know how, but
so I wonder. Like, I think the point of the scene is it was post coitus.
Yeah, I think they got home post coitus, not like during.
And then like they were putting on their clothes slowly, but then they quickly. But again, the shots are so bad that you can't tell.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
We got way off what Steven was trying to do. So we introduced Denny, who is a man-child guy who Tommy takes care of. Steven, tell us about the roof scene with Denny, which is the most out of place scene in this whole fucking movie.
Oh, the drug dealer with Chris R?
Yes. Yes.
So and Denny is on the roof.
Claudette's reaction to it, which is the best part in my opinion.
Jenny's on this roof with this apparent drug dealer. Apparently, he's been buying drugs and taking drugs and shit because his life's miserable with having everything paid for him. And I don't know. I got caught in with the wrong guys. Yeah, and so he fucking this guy just like pulls a gun out and just about ready to like pop a cap in Denny's head.
On the 50 square foot roof of this building that then suddenly turns into like 600 square feet when they're all up there together.
Yes, because then every single buddy who is in that apartment, every single buddy, yep,
every one of their buddies.
I realize I fucked up there. Every single person from that apartment just like walks up there. You get Tommy and Lisa, you get Mark, you get
tearing us apart,
Lisa's mom, you get I think Michelle maybe gets up there. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so too.
But so like everyone's like, "Oh God, why?"
Mark and Johnny jump at this guy to pull the gun off of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then they like subdue him and they take him downstairs, which is weird.
Yeah, I don't even.
They're like, "You're coming with me, motherfucker.
We're taking you to the police.
We're taking you to jail."
Yeah, citizen's arrest, motherfucker.
And like they had the weirdest reaction to him doing drugs. They're all crying with him, except for Claudette, who's like, "Do you know what you've done? Are you aware that this is bad? Who is this kid? Is he okay?"
I also love that Claudette loves Johnny more than any other person in this entire movie, even her own daughter.
They got married. They're probably closer in age.
Probably. God damn it.
So in the movie, Tommy Wiseau really tried to look young, and he's a good looking dude. To be fair, he's not bad looking. He's got a good build. Fine. He's a little bit, he pretends to be like 6'2", I want to say. Because I remember Greg mentioning this during the thing. Like, he thought he was taller than Greg, and it's clear that they're not. So he was wearing, like, high-rise shoes to try to look as tall, and he couldn't quite get there. He's probably my height, I would guess. Like 5'9"-ish, 5'10", maybe at most. And he's probably, like, 42 to 45 in this movie, I would guess. But he tries to be, like, 25 to 30.
He was born in 1955. He's 70, so
if we go back 23 years,
2003,
23 years. Wait, how old is he right now? 70?
He's 70, yeah.
So he was 47.
Yep.
So he's almost 50, but he again, for a 47-year-old, he looks fantastic, and he should just play on that. But instead, he's like, no, I'm 25. And you're like, "No, you're not." So
in comparison, his best friend in the movie is 47 now, so he's 33.
So he was like 19 older. Or 20 when they were, or 24 when they were doing the movie. So this in the movie, Lisa's probably around Mark's age during this time, like 24-ish. And again, he's 47, so he's 20 years their senior. But he tries, I think he's trying to disguise himself as a 25 to 30-year-old in the movie. So it makes more sense for him to fuck Claudette, who is probably in her 60s at this point, because then they're actually closer in age. They're only 13 years apart versus 20 years.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
At the very worst, she is 67, and they are exactly 20 years apart.
She is. When I said he was born at 50 or 55.
Yeah, he was. Well, he's 70 now, so he was 47 when the movie came out.
So she was
probably
born
45
when they were 12 years older than him.
Okay, so that's
close.
Closer in age.
You were pretty close. You were pretty close.
He should have married her.
He should have. But then he wouldn't have wanted to show those boobies, and he wanted to show off boobies in his movies.
All right, so I guess since you went there, let's talk about the sex scenes. The most uncomfortable part about this movie is, I guess they insisted on these sex scenes being kind of realistic, and and it's weird because I guess like Mark wasn't comfortable taking his pants off.
Yeah,
so he didn't want to do that. I think Lisa took her shirt off, and that was it.
Yeah, she was okay with showing herself topless, but nothing else.
Yeah, but fucking Tommy Wiseau.
He shows full ass.
He is full ass. He is full nude, and like at one point, he's fucking her belly button.
Oh, dude, and this is one of the most memed about sex scenes, almost more so than the fucking Showgirls sex scene.
Yeah,
the fish out of water scene. But he's literally on top of her, and like, you know how a lot of times it's simulated sex in movies. It's not typically real. There are movies where it is real, but he's simulating it. But
real because they have like partners now who do the, hey, you know, are you feeling safe? Are you feeling okay about this? Is this fine?
Intimacy coaches now.
Yep, intimacy. Like they're very important now because they want to make sure everyone's safe. I'm gonna guess this movie did not have an intimacy coach.
I don't think it did, but yeah, no, seriously, I don't know who or why no one told him that he was like fucking her belly button, but it's even a thing that's Greg Sestero jokes about in The Disaster Artist. There's a whole scene even in The Disaster Artist in the book and in the movie where everyone's around him like, why is he fucking her belly button?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Like literally his hips are up above her pelvis, like, and his dick is that tiny.
Well, there's no way that his dick is inside of her on top of her.
And that tiny. Maybe it's like on his thigh.
Dude, I don't even know. His dick's on his thigh.
Or maybe it's so massive that he needs like a little
comes out of his knee, and he needed to be up that
real
high.
bad. So it needs to,
it's got like a fucking U curve in it or something.
I love a huge ass curve.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, it could. So yeah, and again, they're very uncomfortable sex scenes too, because it's like and they're long. Here's the part about them that gets them the worst. They are a little long. Yeah. And I'm not joking. Like, we're not exaggerating when we say I think I clocked it at 7 minutes for the first sex scene.
There's probably at least like 7 to 10 minutes of just sex scenes in this movie, and it's not very long.
They're all kind of lame. Like, honestly, it's just
the worst one is the one on the staircase. A spiral metal staircase.
Yep. No leverage, no anything. The bed's right 20 feet away from them. They're like, no,
the couch is fucking 2 feet away from them.
The couch is fucking.
The couch could have been fucking.
Yes.
But yeah, that one was with Mark and Lisa, and that one was just extremely awkward. And it's also like, I hated it so much of this because so much of the time, like, no, he's my best friend. I can't. Okay. But I want literally to. All right.
It goes from, hey, he's my best friend, I would never do that to him, to 2 seconds later to, all right, well, you're blowing me, so I guess here we are.
I guess
I have to now.
I've gone this far, might as well go the rest of the way.
So I had a girlfriend a long time ago who told me that, you know, if I cheated, it wouldn't all be my fault, which makes sense, right? It's usually 50-50. But she said mostly it would be the woman's fault because a guy can't control themselves when they get an erection. I'm like, you've never had an erection. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I was like, what? What guy sold you that story? Like, what the fuck?
It's like, who the hell sold you that? But I think that's like an old-timey thing. I think it's like...
Well, and like, I get that, like, we can't control when we get a boner. That's true.
No, but we can definitely control where we put it.
Exactly. And if you say that you can't, you're just an asshole.
That was one of my favorite things she ever said, because she said that and I was like, what are you talking about?
Well, it's kind of like our friend who was like, once you get married, you stop masturbating, right?
No. He said once you have a girlfriend, you stop.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's even worse.
It's even worse.
So it's interesting how our minds go. But point being, Mark did not have any control over his body, apparently.
No control whatsoever.
As soon as he got the boner, it just ends up wherever the hell it ends up.
A girl says she wants to fuck you, and you just have to say yes.
And it's your best friend's fiance. You just have to say
it doesn't matter who she is.
And she's a solid 4.
I wouldn't give her a 4.
I know everyone disagrees with me, guys. Guys, can you break this with me? Like, I'm not trying to be like, hey, I don't like being punitive and marking people based on their looks, because we're not the best looking guys in the world. So why do we fucking care? Yeah. But they, in the movie, this is per the movie, they were selling this girl as the hottest thing since sex, okay? The hottest thing since sex. And I didn't think, like, she didn't look like Jennifer Lawrence. She didn't look like Scarlett Johansson. She didn't like all the people, Alison Brie, who's fucking like gorgeous. Like, she didn't look like any of these people, but she is the hottest thing since sex. And I want to know if I'm right. I think she's solid mid, and that's about all she gets.
Here's the thing that I will say that I think is a real thing in society that I think it's a thing I've heard many comedians talking about. Girls, they always go after the highest actual person. So when someone, like, they're like, you go to a backstage at a concert, everyone's trying to fuck Aerosmith or Jovi or the Jonas Brothers or whoever. No one's doing that at a Beyonce concert. No guy is out there trying to break in backstage to try to get a chance to sleep with Beyonce. No, he's trying to fuck the popcorn girl who's a solid 6.
Here's the thing, though. Like, the guy with his girlfriend said Lisa looks hot today. Like, and to me, again, she's very average, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think they were trying to, like, make it so Johnny
was trying to make, like, everything was
wife.
Heightened. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he was trying to say he was 20 years younger. He was trying to say he's such a successful business person. He was trying to say that she's the hottest thing ever. He was just being like, I have the best life with the hottest wife. Everyone wants to fuck her.
Except he didn't get the promotion. That was
my best friend wants to fuck her. The kid that I took off the street and gave a house and home and education wants to fuck her.
Some random guy with his girlfriend on a couch said, I want to fuck her.
My best friend Petey, who's a lawyer, wouldn't mind fucking her and thinks she's super hot.
So, what happened to Petey, you know?
Oh, God.
Bring back Petey. Bring back Petey. Oh, poor Petey. This movie had some. So what we think happened is this movie was shot over a long time frame.
Period. Yeah.
Yeah, and because of that, certain actors are like, okay, I can only shoot like one scene, my dude. You can't keep me here on retainer, pretty much. I'm moving to Boston or something. You know, they're moving somewhere or doing something. So this one guy who was in the movie, who's supposedly his best friend, like, was gone. Also, there's a weird part in this movie where they're all dressed in, like, including Petey, they're all dressed in, like, wedding attire, as if someone was getting married, but then never follows up on who was.
Well, and they go and
married.
Play alleyway football or catch while they're
alleyway catch. They like playing catch in this movie a lot. It was like their favorite game. They love playing catch.
Oh, and we haven't even talked about the best insults of the movie.
Yeah, let's hear the best insults, Steven. Oh, yeah.
Are you chicken?
So instead of going bok, 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 or cluck, 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 he goes, are you chicken, Mark? Cheep, 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 cheep. And then, like, Denny will do it with him, which will make it even more annoying.
Oh, at one point, I think there's like 3 or 4 of them all going cheep, 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 cheep around one person.
It's just so funny. There's a part in this movie that I think actually happened in real life, which I think is interesting. Do you remember when
the part where the guy falls or gets like
so like
pushed?
What it looks like is it really happened. So they're playing, like, he comes up to him because it's the Michelle's boyfriend. He left his boxers in his apartment because they were having sex. He had to come back for them. It was weird. He thinks that Claudette saw him, and he goes up to Johnny to get some information on what do you think I should do. And it's Johnny, Mark, and Denny all there. And then he comes then. I can't remember. He looks like the fucking Lance Bass from NSYNC. I think he's got the frosted tips. Like,
sure.
he actually does. If you look him up, he looks a lot like Lance Bass from NSYNC. It's funny.
Oh
It's got all
God,
that Lance Bass stuff. Yeah. So he comes in, and then like they start like fake wrestling, right? Wasn't that their whole thing?
Yeah. Well, and they were like kind of like messing around or just like,
yeah, like, hey, yeah, I got you, guy. And then like it looked like he actually fell on a trash can and hurt himself.
I'm fine.
So like that was the most real acting in the entire movie. Everyone just like stares horrified that he hurt himself. And I'm like, oh my God, this really happened. This is not. And then he chose to leave it in the movie.
One other thing I think we should bring up, because it was one of the most fun parts about watching this movie, which I will say to anybody, if you ever have a chance to watch a movie, like a B movie with a big crowd, please go watch it, especially this crowd. Like almost everyone there had seen like the riff tracks, so everyone was doing jokes from riff tracks. Like one of the
they're very unoriginal.
Jokes.
They just love to
dude, these are funny as fuck. It doesn't matter if they're original.
I agree. I agree. But it was just funny because they all clearly never saw the movie on its own. They all just watched the riff tracks.
Dude, I mean, so many people who watch riff tracks, like I myself included, I watch a ton of riff tracks. I subscribe to their best friend channel, even like their highest subscription tier.
And they're fun for sure.
I'll watch a movie, then I'll watch it with the riff tracks, or I'll watch the riff tracks of a movie I don't care about, and then watch it again later just to see like, is this watchable without the riff tracks?
Right.
Because that's always like key for me is like, is this even okay?
Yeah, but to Steven's point, we did watch this with a big crowd who did watch the riff tracks.
Oh God,
it was so fun.
Yeah, like so seriously, one of the best things ever was they have these random, because they didn't get any like paid images or anything they could put in any of their photo frames. So photo frame in their main room was a photo of just a picture of a spoon. Just a framed photo of a spoon.
There's multiple, like, so they had an artist like commission all these spoon photos, and then I think they only did one, and then they just reprinted it a million times.
I think so,
because we could have bought one too. They had like a printed version of it at the showing, which I thought was stupid, but people were buying it.
It is, but it's funny. Like, it's so dumb because everyone who comes over to your house is gonna be like, "Why the fuck do you have a picture of a spoon?" And you're like, "Oh, it's from the room."
You had to be there.
You had to be there. Greg signed it. But seriously, every time, so everyone brought plastic spoons with them that we didn't even know everyone was doing this, but there's a big couple of people who brought like giant things of plastic spoons, and every time we saw the spoon come into frame, everyone would yell "spoons" and then throw spoons into the air.
Yep. Our buddy Clay ended up going with us, and he had never even heard of the movie before. And he said, if it were not for the spoon stuff, I would not have enjoyed this movie. I was like, okay, well, that's good.
He did get into that. He got into the spoons so much. It was so fun, though.
Hard. And they every time like they would God, when they saw water, what was their thing?
Water.
They then there was water.
Then there was when they were showing the bridges, like the B-roll of the bridges, they would go row, 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 as it would go across.
They would always shoot from one side of the bridge to the other. It was so dumb.
And then there was another one where every time they left the door open, someone would yell, "Shut the door!"
Yeah. And then every time it would pan to the house, they'd go, "Whatever happened?" Yeah, it's just so funny.
The milk boy, the paper man, even TV. My favorite one ever, though, was
that was so much fun, guys. You should always watch this in a big crowd. It was so much fun.
My favorite one ever, though, was this one guy at one point. I don't think anybody knew what was going to happen, but he ended up shouting to the screen, "Hey, Tommy, what's your favorite Jordan Peele movie?" And it was right before he says, like, "Get out."
This is so stupid.
Which, okay, I've only gone to a couple different rowdy movies, like where people are actually like, everyone there is all like super fans, and everyone wants to be rowdy, and everyone wants to be loud and obnoxious and scream and cheer and chant.
And I think it kind of lessens the value of the movie.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I've done that with only I think 4 movies, or actually 7 movies now total. But every time I do one of these events, like, it's the greatest thing ever. And it's not like talking during a movie or being on your phone or being obnoxious. It's everyone enjoying and laughing at him. It's like sitting with your group of friends, but that group of friends multiplies to 200 people all of a sudden, and you're all making the same joke throughout the entirety of the movie. And that just made the movie so much better in every way.
I agree. Like, honestly, I did watch this movie solo, and it is a little boring to try to get through by yourself, but when you watch it with a crowd of people, it is so much fun. It is so fucking fun. Let's talk about the ending to this movie a little bit.
Oh, God.
So this is the part where Clay was surprised
Trigger
about
warning.
Yes. So he had no idea. And, like, honestly, you would never predict this ending. I wouldn't.
Never.
It's almost like you'd think that he would go and he'd shoot, like, Lisa and Thor, like, he'd go on a killing spree and then kill himself after. But he just, like, blows his own head off with the gun he took from the drug dealer. So there was a connection.
That Chekhov's gun did show up later and had to come back.
Yes.
We weren't expecting it, but
he ends up killing himself at the end of this movie, which is very interesting. But, like, the route to this killing himself is crazy because he puts a recorder on the phone, so he's recording all of Lisa's calls, which is strange. Which is, like, also strange because it's an old school recorder. It's like using literal, like, recording tape, which is insane. Not like the tapes you just put in. Wait, is it the tapes you just put in?
They were the smaller versions of them, but they had little.
So he was using the old school version of that, and then, like, he had found out that she was cheating, and then for some reason he thought, like, maybe she's not cheating, even though they just had a fight with Mark about how she's cheating, and then listen to the tapes to confirm it, and you're like,
I was wondering why he didn't, like, check the tapes at all throughout the movie.
First. Yeah, it makes the most sense because it's at the beginning of the movie that he puts them in there.
Yeah, because he's already suspicious of her cheating. And then he's even asking Mark at one point. He's asking Mark at one point, like, "Oh, you're still dating that one girl?" "No, I'm with someone new, but no one you know." And she's married, and
her boyfriend's name
red flags everywhere.
Johnny, and her name is Lisa.
But it's not you. It's not you. It's not you.
But he takes care of this little kid named Denny. But it's a different Denny.
It's a different Denny, yeah. He spells it with one N.
There's not two N. No, don't worry. It's one N Denny. It's one N Denny.
So his name's
like
Denai?
The stupidest conversation. Like, and they have a birthday. Like, they were teasing a birthday party this entire fucking time too, which is really strange.
And Johnny getting promotions.
So Johnny doesn't get a promotion. Yeah. But he kept, like, beginning of the movie is all about how he thinks he's going to get this big promotion. And like, it's amazing because this part is really fucking funny. He comes home because he didn't get the promotion. He's upset about it. He says, "I didn't get the promotion." And then Lisa looks at him and goes, "Johnny, what's wrong?" After he just said, "I didn't get the fucking promotion." Just like, you're like, "Lisa, you dumb bitch. Why aren't you listening to him?"
"Johnny, why don't you have a drink?" "I don't drink, Lisa." "Johnny, have a drink." "Okay, Lisa. Let's get wildly drunk."
And, like, it's so weird because Lisa uses that as a reason to say he hit her.
Yes, that was so dumb too.
See, but then it'd be way better if he actually
that he didn't hit her, and, like, she didn't even believe it in the first place when she told her mom, like, "He hit me." "That doesn't sound like my Johnny."
And I'm all for Claudette and Johnny. I'm on team Claudette Johnny.
I mean, Claudette knew that she should have married him. Like, and it's funny too because the mom is actually, like, so sensible a lot of times. She's like, "Okay, you were staying at home. You're not working. He's paying for everything for you. He's paying for Denny. He's paying for
this guy's car.
He's bought you everything you've ever wanted. He takes care of everything you ever need. He's helped everybody. He's the nicest guy, and you seem to like. He's okay, but
he's okay.
He doesn't have Mark's dick, and you know that
he's also 47 and I'm 22. So it's kind of weird because I really want, like, somebody who I don't have to change their diapers in 20 years. So I'm like, what do I want to do?
I mean,
the mom is both sensible and not sensible, though, right? Because as soon as she says, like, "I don't love him," then just say, "Okay, well, then break up with him."
Well, that was a funny thing too, because the mom's like, "You don't need to love him to marry him. I didn't love your father," or so. Doesn't she say
He's
something like that?
Mom.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, now your sensibility went all out the window.
Yeah, it's
all credibility gone.
You are, yes, Lisa, you're already a dumb bitch. Now you're even worse.
Which, I mean, if you don't love someone, break up with them. Just break up with them. Don't string them along. Don't try to get more out of them. Don't try to fuck their best friend. I mean, sure, but let them know. Like, hey, I don't ever want to marry you, but I'll keep fucking you if you keep paying for shit. Like, if you're honest, I don't care.
Yeah. So, that's about all. There's a lot more in this movie. There's honestly
so many random things in this movie.
Yes,
it's
and
hard
you
to
have
say
to
it
watch
all.
it to get it all. You really do have to. This is a movie I would highly recommend you actually watch.
Yeah, if you're a B movie enthusiast, you have to at least watch it once.
Yes. The other thing about this is, again, he wrote all the music in it. So there's some really cool songs in it, actually. I really enjoyed the music. I'm not gonna lie. He
fucking bought the soundtrack because he was so hyped about the music.
Yes, the music in this is so fucking... It sounds like video game music. It sounds like an early 2000s RPG. It is so good. And I'm trying to remember. It's called... Something Rose, right? The song in there. It's something of a rose.
Yeah. Isn't that like one of the sex songs that you always
it's one of the sex songs. It plays only during the sex scene. And he wrote it he wrote the lyrics, and he had some guy write the music, and some like random performance perform it. And I was so curious how much he paid, because I bet it was like $20,000. I bet you
was throwing money at the wall.
Yes.
Like, if you watch The Disaster Artist, it literally is just like, I don't care. Money's no object. I don't want it.
Yeah.
And everyone the entire time was like, where is he getting this money?
Nobody knew, guys. Not a single person knew. So they think he was like a .com guy, and he could have been, but he says he wasn't. I will.
Okay.
You're My Rose is the other one.
Oh, okay.
I will. It's just such a good fucking song. It is, guys. It's good. Please check out the soundtrack if you're not going to watch the movie. At the very least, the soundtrack is gold.
Oh, yeah, we need to also... I started it, but I need to actually get together a full playlist of our favorite B-movie songs from B-movies.
Yes.
So if you have any of those, send us recommendations.
We're going to make a Spotify playlist for all of you guys to listen to with us, where you get to hear all the B-movie songs that we love.
Yes. There are some B-movie bangers, though. There
are some B-movie bangers out there. All right. Want to jump right into ratings? You have anything more to say about this?
No, I think we can go right into that. The ratings. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this, guys, I know it's going to sound crazy. It's going to sound crazy. Okay. I have to give it a 5.
We give it a swin of bitches.
I have to give it a 5. Like, here's the thing about this movie. It is bad. It is... But it is the glorified B-movie trend. This is what a B-movie is. This is the standard. This is what I expect when I watch a B-movie. And this was perfect the way it was. I don't want them to make any changes, because it was hilarious in such a stupid way. It is fucking... The music is perfect. Honestly, the amount of money he put into this should be a good production movie. The shots are okay, except for in the coffee shop where the boom mic is badly placed. But honestly, it's a beautiful cinematography throughout the entire movie. There's some like weird ass... like everything is like okay in the movie. Just the plot itself is fucking insane, but it's good insane. Like, we got so much out of it being insane. We watched this movie, and if you watch it with friends, you will have the best time of your life.
Honestly,
there's no doubt.
That is the biggest kicker for me. Like, watching this movie alone, I don't think I could give it more than like a 3 or 4. But
no, I loved it.
Actually,
I still liked it.
It's still fun, but like watching this with a group, especially watching it with Greg, like with that huge crowd,
with the
Greg. Crowd being rowdy. Like,
he was sitting right next to us. He was our best friend that night.
I wish. Sitting on my lap for half of it.
Yes.
I licked his ear.
Enjoyed it. Yes, he did. He's cute.
His wife was
sitting next to him too, and his wife was disgusted.
Steven, what are you doing?
We agreed we only do that on Fridays.
Sorry. You didn't tell me arms up, and I got scared.
I'm gonna watch this movie again just because of this recording.
Oh, dude, seriously
I
though.
so I ended up buying the DVD, guys.
Yes.
Other thing about this, sorry, before Steven continues, there's no streaming this. It's not on Tubi. It's not on anything. You
can find it on YouTube. You can find the full movie on YouTube.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I would get. You don't want to stop for ads. You need to watch this in its entirety. You need to buy the DVD. Please buy the DVD. I'm not like pushing for you to give Tommy Wiseau money, but seriously, like
it's worth it.
Yes, if you pause and stop this movie, you will never start it again. You should get the DVD. And the soundtrack
like
alone,
$15 or $12.
Yeah, I think I spent like $12 or $10 on it on Amazon. So I'd recommend buying the DVD and having some fun with it.
Anyway, I definitely do rating? Oof. It's kind of sucks because I almost want to go 5 as well, but I also kind of want to go 4.
That's fair. I mean, it's fair. Honestly, this movie's not good. It's just like, this is to me the epitome of what a bad, good movie would be.
See, and it sucks because like I gave Brain Dead, I gave Kung Fury, and I gave Deathgasm 5s. And I don't know if this is on that level, but like I gave Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter
not in the same way, though. Not in the same way.
And I say this is about this is like almost equal to Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter for me.
Yeah,
like
I could see that. I can see that.
Because this is just it's so ridiculous. Fucking dumb. It's so ridiculous, but it's so much fun. And it's
the difference is it is not exactly the same because the difference is he actually tried.
Yeah, that's in the thing. And like it really shows that very well in the Disaster Artist. Yeah. And the Disaster Artist, like they go to the premiere and he's like expecting everyone to take this seriously and everyone's laughing and he gets upset.
Yeah.
And he walks out of the theater at first and then he comes back like, yeah, it was supposed to be a comedy. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. What's funny is they show that scene, but that didn't actually happen. So this movie went into oblivion for a long time, and then someone decided to screen it at a movie theater, and they invited him, and they invited Greg, and that's where that happened, where he walked in, watched everyone laughing at the movie, was very upset that they were laughing, left to like recollect himself. Greg walked out, explained stuff to him, and then they both came back in, and they both talked to like how it was cool that people actually liked it.
That's awesome.
So like, but it happened years later, not at the screen. Like it was at like a random screening of the movie that somebody who really enjoyed like the stupidity of it decided to put on.
Which honestly, that's how so many of these B movies become cult classics. Is like they just gain a following randomly years after they come out.
Yeah,
like I've heard so many directors be like, no, like I watched a movie recently. It was called Basket Case. And the director of that one actually said, like, I did this movie because I thought no one was going to watch it. And then, like, 10 years later, it became a cult classic. And then people started coming up to me and bringing it up to me. And I was like, ah, shit. Like, I didn't know anyone was ever going to actually watch this shit.
We didn't know that they were going to appear.
And I just like kind of love that. I love that sometimes there's like movies out there the directors is like, I did it because it was a paycheck and I needed work and
But Tommy did this because this was his dream.
So this is his passion project. This is
and if you want more of Tommy Wiseau, honestly, you could find he's in other movies, which is crazy.
Hey, I mean, he's in the sequel to one of the movies we've already reviewed. Yes, he was in Samurai Cop 2.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that eventually because it's so bad, but it also has Tommy Wiseau, and now we have to. I don't think we have a choice.
I know. As soon as I saw the sequel and I saw that scene, a couple of the scenes with Tommy, I was like, why did I watch this?
He's the main bad guy.
He's the main bad guy. Yeah, he is.
So yes, I'm giving it a swimming in bitches. Did you decide on a?
I will go with a.
I know. Fuck it's so hard.
Fuck it. Let's just do it. I'll give it a swim to bitches as
well. So, guys, and here's the reasoning behind this. We had so much fucking fun at the premiere,
dude. That is one of the most fun movies I've ever gone to.
So much fucking fun. That was like the funniest thing. Like I have seen comedies. I have not laughed that hard at a movie in a long time.
Seriously.
It was it was like watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail for the first time again. Like I laughed so hard the first time I watched that movie, and now I expect all the jokes, and now I don't laugh as hard. But
you're watching it in a room full of people who appreciate it for what it is.
Yes, absolutely.
And that is the glorious part of it. And I love, because it was so funny. After the movie got done, Greg came back and he's like, for a lot of these things, I usually come in, I say my spiel, I do a couple things, I go back, I just sit at the booth and just sell merch the entire time. But you guys were so obnoxious. like 20 minutes into this movie that I came in and I sat down and watched the rest of it with you because this is the most energetic crowd I have ever seen.
Yeah. Yes, it was perfect. And we have a tiny little theater over here in the Fort Collins area that's just like perfect for this kind of shit. It was literally perfect.
Oh, it's got like couches and like seats and just random chairs.
You get beers while you do it. Like it's just glorious, guys. All right. Well, that was The Room. We hope you enjoyed it. Please watch it. I am telling you, you have to get a group of friends together, get some popcorn, get some beer, get some drinks, do something, and then watch this fucking movie because it is glorious the way it is.
It really is. It
really would not change a goddamn thing about it. And what the hell happened to Denny?
He became a drug addict.
Bring PD back, and what the hell happened to Denny?
All right. Next week is a fun one. It's an old classic one.
Is it Claptrap? The Return of the Clapping Butt Cheeks?
It's a Friday the 13th kind of ripoff.
Ooh, I like Friday the 13th. Let's do it.
But with a really fun, unique twist at the end of it. That's really.
Do not tell me.
I'm not telling anybody anything. It's just got a fun twist. But the movie is called Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp?
Sleepaway Camp.
Ooh.
It's on Tubi Prime and Peacock, I believe. It's on a lot of different things. It's very popular.
If you guys want to watch along, please do so.
Yes, please.
And I would love that. Yeah, we'll catch you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.